My name is EZIOKWU, as people know here on the internet. Very few days ago, I came across a particular post on the internet made by one Mr. RENO Mokri, and I think it's high time some of us addresses you. Maybe in the language you will understand. RENO, dear RENO Mokri, I have something to say. Alright, RENO Mokri, 5 days ago, barely 5 or 6 days ago, made a post on the internet saying that see who wants to rescue Nigeria, panicking because of his missing phone. And people should be very, very careful or mindful, especially when they are trying to promote certain abnormalities in the name of politics. And the man P2B has kept quiet on you for a very long time. Not because you have anything special to do to him, or maybe if your utterances is affecting his career, but some of us are equally his younger brothers. Some of us are his tribe. Some of us are also his subjects, while very many others are equally learning from him. RENO Mokri, permit me to change your name to RENO Mokri. Mokri. I used to know you as a Christian. I see you talk about the gospel of Jesus, but at the end of it all, I was mixing it with Igbo language and broken. Now, because of my time, I am not going to go too deep in details. Yesterday, RENO Mokri made a post where he said, who is the criminal now that P2B is harboring with structures of criminality? Okay? Before I go further, I want to use this opportunity to wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. I want to use this opportunity to wish him freedom at last. Now, RENO Mokri, you've gone very, very far. You've gone so far and to the extremes, where you have alleged so many things on the person of P2B. You've done so far. This is your post yesterday, and I am capitalizing on this one and the one you made about 5 days ago. Now, in your second paragraph, you said that P2B is highly manipulative and dishonest individual. Let me establish my response on this particular write-up of yours. Between you and P2B, who is dishonest? You were an aide to the former president of Federal Republic of Nigeria in the person of Dr. Ebele Goodluck Jonathan. You were his aide. Under your watch during that particular administration, RENO Mokri, there were complaints. There were issues of hunger, issues of insecurity, issues of missing funds and all that. RENO, under your watch, because you were part of that government, RENO Mokri, what was your impact in that particular administration? Because we need to respond to you. I have to put on my red cap to speak to you so that my identity, when you want to insult P2B, you wear your agbada to insult this man. And I will not watch you insult personalities in Igbo land any longer. Some of us need to respond to you because we all kept quiet because We understand either you are looking for an appointment and you left Nigeria years ago and you're looking for a means to come back. I read under the comment, through the comment section of that particular post you made against P2B. At about 14 hours ago, you equally made another post again against P2B. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not tired of yourself? Is P2B the total problem of Federal Republic of Nigeria? Is P2B in any way affecting the economy negatively? P2B has brought, I am not speaking as a Labour man, I'm not a member of the Labour Party. But I am speaking as a concerned citizen. At some point, I wonder, man, Abagi Lagatin. I wonder whether they give you Lagatin for your head. It's not in our culture in Igbo land to insult people like that. And you, if you claim to be a Yoruba man, or maybe you sympathize as a tribalistic person, the Yorubas don't even go this dents. They don't even go this lane. So who has contracted you? The impact of P2B across the nation. Have you ever made one? This man moved his business. At least he has the strength of employment in Nigeria is higher. 2 days ago, you made another post. You said you can imagine P2B, a man who put Anambra revenue into his own bank. Did he steal anything? If you have any clear evidence against this man, P2B, at least you proceed to the court. Rather than fumigating your ignorance in the public. You're a family man, you have children, you have kids, you have a wife. You should have more time for them and not fighting the Igbos indirectly. And you think that many of us will just keep quiet? An aide to the former president, are you not ashamed of yourself that you've never made any impact into anybody's life before? I had to respond to you because here Karibu, you're a liar. Under the carpet, you love the Igbos, and to some extent that you needed to name your last daughter. You gave her an Igbo name. See, I am responding to you because you can only choose your friends. You can never choose your relatives. But the canker worms God gives you as your relatives, you must manage them. So I am speaking because I am concerned. Your hate and attack on the Igbos is becoming too much. It's becoming too much. None of you has become kings in your communities, in your villages, in your kindreds after attacking the Igbos or after insulting the Igbos, or attacking or trying to dent the image of personalities from Igbo extraction. And yet you clap for one Nigeria. I can be bold to say, me and you don't dey for this country because of Facebook. That's why I want to use broken talk this one. We don't dey for this country where the current president today open a mouth one day saying no believe in one Nigeria. How many of us they quote him? We'll still give him the opportunity. All of us still allow him. We don't go and check the Igbos. Majority of our people don't even rain insult on the president the way you rain curses on our former governor of Anambra State. It's becoming too much of you. You have achieved nothing after being an aide to Mr. President. All you got is traveling from one place to another. Who even gave you those funds? If some of us start responding to you, that is when the police will now know that maybe you start suing them. But nobody will talk about this, your own personal character assassination you are doing to Mr. P2B. It's getting out of hands. You have relatives, they cannot call you to order. You have friends, they cannot call you to order. This thing you are doing and people are clapping for you. You say, you claim you're a good writer. Your activism or your write-ups has never shaped anything at all. All you look for is how you can pick some crops for the federal table and eat. Wake up to reality and have a rethink as a man you are. The insult is becoming too much. A man who lost his phone or to look for it. P2B was searching for his phone, at least one, so that people will also know that his phones are missing. Is that not a shame that at the middle of personalities, or at least prominent youths, a presidential aspirant, candidate of the Labour Party, his phone got missing while trying to address the issues in the nation? So the man should clap and keep quiet that his phone he kept on the table was missing. You never condemned the act of stealing through that your post, but all you did was trying to attack the personality of the man. On what ground? I can tell you for free, if you can support anybody stealing a cell phone, RENO or mockery, you can't be trusted for anything at all. A cell phone, you are encouraging stealing of phone. Who knows if you are giving opportunity, or who knows what you actually did while you were in Abuja, while you served under President Goodluck Jonathan. And I wonder why our dear former President Goodluck Jonathan could not call you to order. If there are some piece of nuts they couldn't fix back in your heads, why not go back and pick them yourself, so that you don't go mad in the public? We are the sons of the great IGBOS, those ancestors, those great men who embarked on the civil war. They returned back, and little piece of 20 pounds were being returned back to them. We are their children. We are their generations. All of us picked from nothing. Today we are moving to something. If you are pained about it, shut your mouth up. Go and hustle. Go and look for businesses to do for yourself. Even in your own community, in your own state, you've never had one investment before that has profited anybody. Tomorrow you want to preach about the growth in the country, how the country will grow and all that. But you are more, the devil himself is even an angel compared to your attitude and character in the public. Your hate everywhere. Money you no get. Now to the run from one country to another. Some of us will start responding to you in the language you may not like. It's becoming too much. This man you are doing all these things to, and the man is keeping quiet. Don't you have sense? Can't you think as a human? I read most of these dirty articles you say you claim you write. All of them don't even make meaning. They don't even make sense. You only gather nuisance up and down. Your careers, your academical level and all that has never shaped anything before. I've never seen you speak for the common man before. It is only where you will get something. Tinubu is in power. Then there's a way for you to sneak in through the backyard and start bringing down the personality or credibility of P2B. Is that the way they can give you any appointment? It's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. The question some of us always ask is, what is the offense of Igbo politicians? At least such credible man as such as P2B. Do you have anyone in your own community? Do you have anyone from your own state? Do you have the like of P2B, the likes of P2B in your own kitchen? If your mother had produced a child like P2B, RENO Mokri, you wouldn't have been where you are right now. I put it to you, I had to go this far. You once insulted Tinubu. You once staged a protest against President Buhari. How many Igbos did the same thing to him? How many Igbos did the same thing to him? So if there are means of managing peace, unity in Nigeria, the Igbos does it better, because we will leave our own communities, we will leave our own villages and go to your village and check the best structures, the best business centers, the best plazas are built and owned by Igbos. We go and check record tax. We pay tax more than it. Go to Lagos and check. The Igbos generate tax revenue more than any other tribe. We have built this country. We have upheld peace and unity. We did. We have done so. We have done so. Remove our businesses from the GPD. Remove it remove our importation strength and check if there will be anything again like custom. If the custom can even boast of having at least generating 12% out of the 100% they generate today, remove the fingers of the IGBOS now and see what will happen. Very, 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 very unthinking human being. You can't even wake up one day. You've never made sense your entire life. I wonder the kind of people who reads and follows you. Because you've never made sense. You've never changed anything. During the COVID-19, I was silently watching you. Even in your own kindred. The gospel of Jesus in you could not tell you to reach out to people. But the Bible says that blessed is the hands that give it and the hands that take it. You could not even give out to your own people. But you were in Abuja, you were in Asorok. You once worked with Mr. President. We ignore you because you don't really matter. But at least at some point, some of us need to respond to you. We need to respond to you. You are going out of mental sketch of human. I believe the oil that breathes wisdom in you is running dry. And RENO Mokri, go back to the place of study. Go back to your quiet time and place and think. All we get from you is pictures you took from Asia, the pictures you took from American continent. You run to Rome, you come out, you run to one other places, contradicting yourself all around. Today Jesus was born here, tomorrow Jesus was born in another place, next tomorrow you have found Christ somewhere. And yet your character and your attitude does not reflect to the real identity of Christianity. You can hold someone in heart. Let's assume Peter B offended you for once. Why can't you take a change? Why can't you at least balance the equation by placing some silence on him after you must have heard your view and say, you've offended me in this area? Then you shut your mouth up and go and sit down. Give the person time to think. Some of us, we've checked the angle. We can say Peter B offended you. No way. It's just hatred. The judiciary who could not, the judiciary who could not release a man such as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after certain court of competent jurisdiction must have presided over the case. You did not say anything over it. In my state, the same court produced the state governor, but the state governor cannot obey. He cannot obey simple court order or court judgment somewhere. You've never said anything about it. Go to your state. There are places of violations. Committed by those in authority. You've never said anything because you are looking for a way you can come back to Nigeria. The only way you know you can sneak your way back to Nigeria is by promoting Tinubu, then discrediting P2B. On what ground? If there are secret alcohols you take, please bring the bottle in the open. Let us checkmate it if it has not expired, so that it doesn't affect your ways of reasoning. This is my take for you, and very soon many of us will start responding to you harshly the way you will not